Topic: English-speaking countries. During the 17th and 18th centuries, British sailors went across the seas. They wanted to make Britain larger. They colonized new territories around the world and took their language with them. The process of bringing civilization to the people of these lands was cruel and unjust. The first New World settlement was established in Jamestown in 1607. Canada was won from French in 1763. During the 17th century, British rule was set in the West Indian islands of Antigua, Barbados, Jamaica, St. Kitts, and Trinidad and Tobago. Australia and New Zealand were discovered during Captain Cook's voyages between 1768 and 1779. At that time, too, the British put the Dutch away from South Africa. Later in that century, Britain, Belgium, France, Germany, and Portugal all fought for influence in the rest of Africa. British rule was finally set in West Africa, East Africa, and Southern Africa. British rule in India was set in 1750, although the East India Company had existed since 1600. From the 15th century and later, the British Navy slowly became the dominant force on the world's seas. By Queen Victoria's Diamond Jubilee in 1897, the British Empire had possessions in all 5 continents of about a quarter of the world's land and about the same proportion of the world's population. English was made the official language of the new colonies. Often words from the local languages started to come into the English of the colonizers. It happened when an equivalent word did not exist in English. For example, barbecue and cannibal are words which have been borrowed from the Caribbean. Bungalow, pajamas, and shampoo have come into the language from India. In the 20th century, people wanted to be independent from the empire. The former colonies got independence. Most of them joined the Commonwealth. Its members recognize the Queen as a symbolic leader. They have English as a common language, but have their own independent governments. The present-day Commonwealth has a population of over 100 million.